We explain the 1922 World Series, a Polo Grounds rematch. The New York Giants came to the series as the returning champs, now with Heine Groh and Jack Scott in tow. The Yankees continued to loot the Red Sox, adding Joe Dugan, Joe Bullet Bush, Sad Sam Jones, and Everett Scott to a lineup that was already composed of former Red Sox Ruth, Mays, and Hoyt. The new additions made up for the fact that Ruth and Musial were out of the first half of the season when Landis fined and suspended them for barnstorming after the World Series in 1921. Ruth would face Landis' wrath constantly. Ruth would spend the 1922 season facing suspensions and fines for fighting with umps, fans, and manager Miller Huggins. The fans turned on him and booed him on occasion. He also seemed to have lost his batting strength, going from 59 home runs to 35. During the series, the Giants pitchers used his new weakness to their advantage and pitched around him to neutralize him. In fact, Giants pitching left most of the Yankee batters cold. The series would see the Giants sweep the Yankees to win 4-0-1, the tie coming from a controversial called game in Game 2. The game was tied 3-3 going into the 10th due to back-to-back doubles by Ruth and Musial when the umps called the game due to darkness. There was speculation that the teams had conspired so that they could add an extra game and collect more gate money. There was still 40 minutes of sunlight. When Landis heard this, he was furious and gave all of Game 2's gate money to World War I charities. To prevent fans from throwing chairs, tie games are no longer allowed. Called games resume later. The Giants' pitching staff of Jesse Barnes, Hugh McQuillan, Art Neff, Rosie Ryan, and Scott had managed to silence their Polo Ground rivals, even keeping Ruth to 2 for 17. Giants' bats were also hot. Casey Stengel, former Dodger and future Yankee manager, batted .400, and Groh and Frankie Frisch batted near .500. McGraw had won his third championship and a back-to-back title. The next year, the Yankees would move across the river into the Bronx, and the teams would face each other for a third time. Hall of Famers would include McGraw, Dave Bancroft, Frisch, George Kelly, Stengel, Ross Youngs, Miller Huggins, Frank Baker, Ruth, and Hoyt.